anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations. I sincerely congratulate you all on this occasion. With the establishment of diplomatic relations on June 9, 1992, Azerbaijan and Pakistan Brotherhood entered a new stage. Pakistan was one of the first countries that recognized independence of the Republic of Azerbaijan in 1991. The official visit of national leader Heydar Aliyev to Pakistan in 1996 and the political dialogue established with the country's top officials laid the foundation for the enhancement of bilateral relations between our two brotherly countries. The relations between the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Islamic Republic of Pakistan have common historical, religious, and cultural roots. The current high level of our strategic partnership, which has been tested at various stages of history and is built on solid foundations, is extremely gratifying. The official visits of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, to the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, as well as product meetings with senior Pakistani officials on various international platforms, is a testament to high-level Azerbaijani-Pakistan relations. Over the past years, numerous mutual visits, signing of bilateral documents, and agreements in many fields between us have played an important role in the development of our cooperation. Continuation of high-level political dialogue, both in bilateral level and in many international organizations, including UN, OIC, Organization of Economic Cooperation, the importance of the high-level dialogue between the leaders of the two countries, as well as close collaboration and sentiments and love between our peoples, and high-level intensive activities between our governments has commendable in the terms of development of Azerbaijan-Pakistan relations. The judicious and univocal political support of Pakistan for the territorial integrity of our country throughout these years and during 44 days war resulted in restoration of Azerbaijan's territorial integrity is a clear example of this. As a result of the efforts of the heads of states of both countries, today the relations between Azerbaijan and Pakistan are at the highest stage of development. Our relations in the political, economic, trade, military, security, people-to-people relations, and many other areas are becoming more consistent and dynamic. The fact that today we are witnessing the waving of Azerbaijani, Pakistani, Turkish flags in my country is a clear example of strengthening our people's diplomacy between our two and three brother countries altogether. The visits of the speakers of the National Assembly of Pakistan to the cultural capital of Azerbaijan, Shusha, in July 2021 and in May 2022, and the participation of the Azerbaijani military contingent in the military parade on the occasion of Pakistan Day on March 23 were a clear example of long-lasting solidarity, also memorable, which I was honored to bear witness myself. In this regard, it can be noted that as the continuation of high-level visits, the official visit of Foreign Minister His Excellency Jihun Bayram to Pakistan on 13-14 January 2021 and his participation in the second trilateral meeting among Azerbaijan, Pakistan and Turkey, also in the extraordinary session of the OIC organized by Pakistan on the situation in Afghanistan on 18-19 December 2021. During 30 years of diplomatic relations, Pakistan Senate and National Assembly adopted resolutions and statements strongly supporting Azerbaijan. As on 30 May 2022, the resolution that was adopted by Pakistan Senate regarding the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and inviolability of international regional borders of the Republic of Azerbaijan, condemning Khazar genocide, also the support of the Senate to the significant joint steps have been taken by Azerbaijan and Pakistan, once again were true evidence of brotherly and friendly relations. Regarding parliamentary diplomacy, I would also to note that last year, first time we laid foundation to a trilateral format of parliaments by the three speakers of parliaments in Azerbaijan, which also witnessed their visit to Shusha. Today, in order to expand the cooperation between our countries in the fields of energy, tourism, transport, information and communication technologies, and other more areas, we formed altogether 10 working groups as a result of joint intergovernmental commissions last year. These are also highly appreciable achievements. We believe that on the above 30th anniversary of our diplomatic relations, lifting visa restrictions regarding Pakistan citizens by the government of Azerbaijan from February of this year, also launching Lahore-Baku-Lahore, Karachi-Baku-Karachi, regular flights from March 16th, 2020, and from June 66, just some days before, Baku-Islamabad-Baku will make a significant contribution to strengthening direct ties between the two friendly fraternal peoples. Because of these direct flights, just 2 days ago, we held business conference, huge business conference, with visiting Azerbaijan more than 100 businessmen from Istanbul Chamber. We highly appreciate the extreme and very warm attention of Pakistani businessmen to start to launch a new era of economic cooperation between our two countries. Hoping that the reciprocal increment on the amount of exchange of visitors between two states in post-pandemic period will be significant. Taking this opportunity, I extend my congratulations once again on the 30th anniversary of our diplomatic relations and wish peace, prosperity, both brotherly people of Pakistan and Azerbaijan. Pakistan, Azerbaijan, dosti zindabad. Thank you very much.
This evening, we celebrate this exemplary resilience and dynamism of our bilateral relations. To mark this milestone, let us have a look at a micromentary showcasing our strong and enduring bilateral relations.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and hosh geldiniz. I am delighted to welcome you all to this special event and the photo exhibition organized to mark the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Pakistan and Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan has a special place in the hearts of the people of Pakistan. Our two nations are bound together by historical and cultural ties that date back many centuries. Since the establishment of diplomatic relations in 1992, this relationship has grown into a robust and multidimensional partnership. Today's event provides us an opportunity to not only reflect on what our two countries have achieved together in these 30 years, but also to look forward to achieving much more in the future. The pictures displayed here only provide a snapshot of 30 years of Pakistan-Azerbaijan friendship and cooperation. Distinguished guests, Pakistan-Azerbaijan relations are firmly anchored on mutual trust, mutual understanding, and mutual support on each other's core issues. In addition to being one of the first countries to recognize the Republic of Azerbaijan in 1991, Pakistan stood by Azerbaijan when it faced war and occupation soon after independence. It was during Pakistan's presidency of the UN Security Council in April 1993 that Resolution 822, condemning the occupation of Azerbaijani territory, was adopted by consensus. As a non-permanent member of the Security Council, Pakistan played a vital role in the adoption of 3 resolutions on Nagorno-Karabakh dispute that provided the legal foundation for Azerbaijan's position during the long phase of negotiations. The people of Pakistan rejoiced in Azerbaijan's victory in the 44-day patriotic war that resulted in the liberation of Azerbaijan's territories in 2022. The waving of 3 flags of Azerbaijan, Pakistan, and Turkey in this context illustrated the abiding solidarity of our 3 nations. Pakistan deeply appreciates Azerbaijan's consistent support for the resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute. As an active member of the OIC contact group on Jammu and Kashmir, Azerbaijan has been a principled voice in support of the people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir and their legitimate right to self-determination. The 2 countries have always come to each other's assistance and support in difficult times. The Haider Aliyev Foundation, whose patron-in-chief is none other than the First Lady of Azerbaijan herself, built a school in Azad Kashmir in the aftermath of the devastating earthquake in 2005. The government of Pakistan conferred the highest civil award of Hilal-e-Pakistan upon Her Excellency Mehriban Aliyeva in recognition of her tremendous services. For its part, Pakistan dispatched immediate humanitarian assistance for the Azerbaijani forces serving on the front line after the 2020 war. Azerbaijan also helped with a cash grant during the early phase of COVID-19 in Pakistan. As we celebrate our 30 years journey of friendship and goodwill, it is also important to focus on the future trajectory of our relationship. Pakistan is committed to further strengthening and diversifying its special relationship with Azerbaijan, intensifying economic cooperation and investment ties, and enhancing people-to-people linkages remain our key priorities. The Pakistan-Azerbaijan Economic Cooperation Chamber was inaugurated in Baku last year. The conclusion of the ongoing negotiations on the Preferential Trade Agreement and the Transit Trade Agreement for International Transportation would provide further impetus to bilateral trade and economic connectivity. There is also huge potential for collaboration in the energy sector. We look forward to enhanced engagement between our Ministry of Energy and Azerbaijan's national state oil company, SOCAR. Meanwhile, the Pakistan Cultural Center in the Azerbaijan University of Languages is making a vital contribution to bringing Pakistan's rich civilizational heritage and history to the youth of Azerbaijan. Only last week, a Pakistani film was released on the big screen in Baku for the first time ever. Exchanges between the media and civil societies of both countries have also gained momentum. I am happy to note that the Multicultural Center of Azerbaijan has been inaugurated in the National University of Modern Languages in Islamabad. The commencement of direct flights between Pakistan and Azerbaijan earlier this year is another significant development which would contribute to promoting trade, business ties, tourism, and people-to-people exchanges. Let me conclude by underscoring our earnest desire to take this bilateral relationship to new heights in the years to come. We believe that a strong and multifaceted Pakistan-Azerbaijan partnership advances our shared interests and is a factor for peace and stability in the region and beyond. Pakistan-Azerbaijan Dosti Zindabad. Thank you so much.
Azerbaijan share many cultural affinities. Exploring these commonalities, I bring to you a unique tribute paid by our respective embassies in Baku and Islamabad through various cultural and public diplomacy outreach activities in this video that is up next. Let us have a look. Minister of Pakistan, His Excellency Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. I would now like to take this opportunity to request the Honorable We would also like to request the Foreign Secretary to present a shield to His Excellency the Ambassador to mark the occasion.
We have both in Azerbaijan and in Pakistan where demonstrating. This is our embassy design because this Pakistan movement last time we also support the coordination with other countries in collaboration with our markets especially. And this for Pakistan flags we donated medals and for solidarity with Pakistan.